Welcome to Key Trends Spot, your daily dose of what's hot, what's viral, and what's next. From K-pop to culture, we spot the trends so you don't miss a beat. It all started with an email marked urgent. Jungkook opened it, read it once, then twice. A photo shoot? He mumbled, eyes squinting at the bold letters. Taehyung peeked over his shoulder and gasped, "Wait, together?" They both looked at each other, slowly realizing what this meant. Coordinated outfits, intense eye contact, and worst of all, posing. Together. For an entire afternoon. Who approved this chaos? Jungkook immediately began practicing poses in front of the mirror. He flexed, pouted, and even attempted the legendary blue steel. Taehyung, meanwhile, had taken the more artistic route, dramatically draping himself in curtains like some Renaissance prince. On the day of the shoot, chaos arrived early. Taehyung couldn't find his socks. Jungkook couldn't find Taehyung. Somehow, one of them managed to brush their teeth with face cream. No one knows who. They refused to speak about it. When they got to the studio, the staff looked visibly nervous, understandably so. Putting Taekook in one room with lighting, props, and zero supervision, a recipe for comedic disaster. The stylist handed them outfits, matching but not identical. Jungkook's shirt was slightly see-through. He blushed so hard, Taehyung started fanning him with a clipboard. "Don't faint yet, Jakey. We haven't even done the close-ups." The photographer clapped once. "Okay, let's start with something simple. Taehyung, stand here. Jungkook, just put your hand on his shoulder." Taehyung grinned. "You heard him, muscle bunny." Jungkook rolled his eyes but obeyed. Except his hand didn't land on the shoulder. It landed somewhere lower. Chaos erupted. "Yeah, Jungkook!" Taehyung yelled, jumping like he'd been electrocuted. Jungkook turned beet red. "It was the angle! The angle!" After 5 minutes of Taehyung fake sulking and Jungkook apologizing with puppy eyes, they finally resumed. This time, Taehyung got his revenge by winking seductively every 5 seconds. Jungkook kept giggling like a middle schooler. "Can you two stop flirting and look at the camera?" The photographer groaned. Taekook: "Absolutely not." At one point, Taehyung found a bubble machine. That's it. That's the sentence. He just found it. And suddenly, every frame included either him blowing bubbles at Jungkook or trying to trap one on his nose. "We're going for moody elegance," the creative director whispered. But Taehyung was currently balancing a prop banana on Jungkook's head. The banana fell. Jungkook ate it. Just when everyone thought the chaos was over, the producer cheerfully said, "Okay, now let's do the couple concept shoot." Taehyung's eyes lit up like fireworks. Jungkook nearly choked on his water. "Couple what?" Jungkook asked, blinking rapidly. Taehyung clapped his hands. "Yay, we're finally official. For marketing purposes only." He winked. They were handed matching outfits again. This time, soft pastel sweaters, like the cover of a romantic K-drama. "Do we hold hands?" Jungkook asked the director. "Only if it feels natural," she said, suppressing a grin. Taehyung didn't wait. He grabbed Jungkook's hand immediately and swung it like they were on a playground. Jungkook whispered, "We're not 7 anymore," but didn't let go. During one shot, they had to stare at each other for 20 seconds straight. Taehyung held the gaze easily. Smirking, Jungkook kept blinking and muttering, "Stop looking at me like that. It's weird." Taehyung: "That's my default face." The makeup artist came in to touch them up, but Taehyung refused to stop dancing. "Stay still," she pleaded as he did a full spin. Jungkook, sitting nearby, simply shrugged. He's in his artist mode. A dog wandered into the studio from someone's bag. Taehyung screamed. Jungkook screamed louder. Both dropped to the floor to pet it for 10 minutes. The shoot was paused because Taekook had a new best friend now. Taehyung tried to convince the staff to let the dog be in the shoot. "He's got the perfect face," Jungkook added. "Better pose than me." The photographer considered it. The dog posed better than both of them. Then came the holding things segment. Jungkook held a flower. Taehyung held a camera. Jungkook looked like he was proposing. Taehyung looked like he was about to launch a documentary titled Life with John. For one shot, they had to sit on a tiny bench meant for kids. They tried. It cracked. Taehyung blamed Jungkook's thighs. Jungkook blamed Taehyung's drama. Both were right. You guys were supposed to look intimate, not like you're planning a prank, the director sighed, watching the footage. Taekook, mid-silly face contest, just grinned. At lunch break, Jungkook tried to sneak away to eat quietly. Taehyung followed him with 2 plates and a juice box. "You can't hide from me," he said. Jungkook looked defeated but oddly pleased. "If we release a behind-the-scenes documentary, it should be called How Not to Behave on Set," one staff member whispered. Another nodded, filming them for later blackmail. During the final photo, the crew asked for a natural smile. Taehyung told Jungkook a joke involving a banana and a confused alpaca. Jungkook laughed so hard he fell off the stool. They had to redo the shot 3 times because every time they looked at each other, they started giggling again. The photographer eventually yelled, "Okay, just be serious for 2 seconds." Spoiler, they failed. After the shoot, Taehyung refused to change out of his outfit. "I look too good. I need the world to see this." Jungkook stole his jacket anyway. Taehyung stole it back. Jungkook pouted. Taehyung gave it back. On the way out, someone asked, "How was the shoot?" Taehyung replied, "Legendary." Jungkook added, "Chaotic, but kinda perfect." They fist bumped, still giggling. The photos, once edited and released, went viral instantly. Fans screamed, cried, and zoomed in on every detail. Are they holding hands in that shadow? Why is Taehyung's face that close? But the real treasure, the behind-the-scenes footage, where the world could see not just visuals, but vibes, the bickering, the laughter, the tiny soft looks, pure Taekook energy. And even though it was just their first official photo shoot together, everyone knew one thing: it wouldn't be the last, not if the universe had any sense of humor. Then came the infamous duet shot. They had to lean in, face to face, as if they were about to kiss. "It's for drama," the photographer insisted. Jungkook looked nervous. Taehyung looked very unbothered. "You've seen my face every day for 10 years. What's the big deal?" Taehyung whispered. Jungkook muttered, "Yeah, but not this close with a camera pointed at us and the entire staff watching us breathe." The shot ended up being stunning, of course, but no one knows what Jungkook whispered in Taehyung's ear that made him laugh so hard he had to sit down. "Pose with this teddy bear," said the assistant. Taehyung grabbed it, held it up, and deadpanned. "This is John Bear. He's shy and only talks to bunnies." Jungkook, "What?" Taehyung, "You." During wardrobe change, Taehyung accidentally wore Jungkook's pants. No one noticed until Jungkook tried putting his on, and they stopped mid-thigh. "Hyung, either I shrunk or you stole my calves." After the final shot, the crew applauded. Taekook bowed dramatically, Taehyung twirling like he just walked a Paris runway. Jungkook blew a kiss. To Taehyung, not the audience. The behind-the-scenes footage later revealed Taehyung tickling Jungkook during serious shots, Jungkook sneakily fixing Taehyung's collar, and both of them stealing snacks from the refreshment table like it was a heist movie. The photos came out flawless. Too flawless. Fans began speculating. Was that longing gaze acted? Was that finger touch necessary? Why was Taehyung holding Jungkook's hand like he was about to propose? Taekook didn't answer any questions. Instead, Taehyung posted a photo captioned, "He said I looked hot," and Jungkook reposted it with, "I lied," followed by a heart emoji. "Never again," Jungkook told the manager. "I can't survive another shoot with him." 3 weeks later, another Taekook shoot scheduled. Jungkook didn't complain. Much. The staff now has a rule: always bring extra snacks, hide all bubble machines, and never ever leave Taehyung and Jungkook alone in the prop room. No one knows exactly what happened in that prop room, but legend says Jungkook came out with glitter in his eyebrows, and Taehyung was wearing a cape made out of velvet curtains. To this day, the photo shoot is remembered not just for the visuals, but for the laughter, mischief, and pure chaos that only Taekook could bring. And honestly, they wouldn't have it any other way.